It's good, Lil Neem. Big Neem. It's been a minute since I made a fucking video around this bitch. So let's hope. Yeah, I got some good shit in store, so let's hope bro and them don't come in. Cause if so, I'm overly caught. Cause niggas can just like walk in this job. But yeah, so excuse me, I'm out of breath. Cause I just was thinking I just knock out some quick workout shits real quick. I look old as fuck, gang. But you already know where you at. You on the clock, nigga. It's 10 p.m. shift, bro. It's about 12:45, 1 o'clock, something like that. I was just doing some studying, my nigga. Yeah. I come here to say, like, I'm very proud of myself. And cut that shit out. I'm very proud of myself, and I really just, I think that's the main thing to acknowledge. I'm very proud of myself, and I know which way to go, you know? I got a fucking crib, nigga. Excuse you, nigga. I hope you good, but like, nigga, you coughing all in the back of my, how do I hear your cough through the through the door, nigga? Come on, gang. But I just got a crib, nigga. Shout out my nigga Brad, bro. Shout out Rooney, bro. Shout out his Dukes for co-signing on that joint. I got a crib, bro. I'm putting away money to get a car, like, so I'm doing this night shift shit. That's why I'm doing this night shift shit, because I know like I can rack up cheese, especially at this job, bro. I gotta spam as many days as I can, just because, yeah, just because I can, nigga. But yeah, bro. So it's going on. Yeah. What else? Okay. So we have been working on our lustful aspect. I do notice that nowadays it's a lot easier to kick out of it than before. Like some days, for example, like with the gooning shit, I might goon one time in 5 days, and then after that 5 days, or after that one time, I'm gooning for like a month. Now I'm really controlled, bro. Like it's probably been maybe 4 days since I did it. But prior to me doing it then, I low-key kind of went a good amount for my growth, for my progress. I'm not gonna compare myself to anybody else's progress, because I know that my progress is great progress. I'm gonna just say that. But yeah, so the lustful aspect of me is getting super calm. I'm understanding, but prior to this understanding, or this understanding now, I think I understand it. I know I understand it now. Understanding it, I just kind of knew what it was doing to me, and I knew that it wasn't the right thing to do, but I couldn't figure out why it wasn't the right thing to do, even though I had many reasons in my mind. All this, that your life force, your energy, what you doing with shit, like your drive is gone. But I know that I was at a less serious place when it came to that, as far as like how much I would do it and what lust really had the effect on me. Like where lust was really affecting me, I cared less, you know? And now I know that it's not even about like I was going into my 3rd year of college kind of thinking like, oh, it's the lock-in year, like you can't be playing around and shit. It don't really feel like that. It feels more so like I want this shit more, you know? And I know that like, I know that I'm getting better, and I know that I'm just gonna continue to keep doing that, and I'm very proud of myself. And I have to start by honoring where I'm at right now. Shit, the odds. Yeah, night shift, nigga. But yeah, I've also been staying pretty consistent in the gym. I will say, right now I've been dealing with some little shoulder tweaks, some little shoulder pain. I slept wrong all the way, like this was like a week ago, man. I ain't gonna lie. I slept wrong, and fucking arm was just hurting this shit. So now I don't want to like overexert myself trying to lift. So I ain't lifted since had to be Tuesday when I first got to Philly. I lifted with my mans. We got a good workout in too. So, you know, I ain't gonna shame myself for not working out recently, because I have been really itching to get in the gym, but I'm also not itching to put myself at worse of a point, because I'm itching to get in the gym. I'm itching to work out. Yeah, so I'm trying to just take my time and heal a little bit. I know, like, I was busting out some push-ups a second ago. It's just busted out like 5 of them bitches that felt like 30. But when I'm in the gym consistently, I'll be really doing it. But I've been eating good. I'm growing into my face a little bit more. I look older, bro. I let my beard grow a little bit more right now. It's patchy, but yeah, bro. Yeah. So we're gonna take this shit step by step, and specifically something that I've been, you know, training my mind to do is to take one step at a time. For example, my aviation work, like I see myself being a pilot and having my own company, but that goal sometimes puts fear in me because it's such a far goal, and because I'm starting from technically nothing right now. So it's like, I can't just leap there. Obviously, there's steps in between there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna focus on one step at a time. My first step is my written. That's what I've been doing my studying for. And my first step in my written is studying for weight and balance and learning how to do those hard charts, or the charts that I thought was hard. Really, I just put in the work and I watched some YouTube videos, and nigga, I got that shit down. It's been 2 days. So I'm gonna just keep doing that. And that was one of the hardest topics on there. One of the most strenuous things that you have to do is like those calculations and computations. The rest of the shit is really just memory and knowing, you feel me, what it is to be a pilot. So I'm really excited to obtain that written. I'm really excited for that. Like I said, I got my crib. I'm trying to get me a car. Yeah. I'm definitely at a new point in my life. I'm 20. I'm growing. I just turned, boom, 20. What the fuck? I'm 20. I'm in my 20s. Oh my God. Get sick to the stomach, but I'm slime. I am in my 20s though. If anything, bro, I'm just really more excited than like anything else. I don't feel that fear. I got God with me. That's a big fucking thing for me right now, bro. It's trusting and believing in God. And yeah, it sounds so fucking cliche sometimes, but it's like, bro, like, I don't want to believe in God out of like, I don't never want to be that person that's like, well, I believe in God because, it's better to not believe in God, and I'm scared that I'm gonna go to hell if I don't. I want to believe in God because I really truly believe that there is a higher power carrying me and guiding me through this life and looking out for me, and there are expectations that I'm held to, and there are things in my life that I can obtain through my connection with the source, and that's what I'm mostly learning. And I've been reading my Quran a little bit more. That's what I'm gonna go grab when I go on my break. I'm gonna go grab my Quran, and I'm gonna just read that a little bit more, probably do some aviation study, get me through this shift. But man, this shit going on, man, for real. And I love you, Neem, for real. I love you, Naeem. That Neem shit, like, that ain't true, bro. Well, it is, but that's probably like me, for real. Neem character. It's like the play I put on, but even the play I put on is me. Like, if that makes sense. But Naeem, my actual name, like, that feels more sentimental to me because it's like, bro, that's you, for real. So, I've been missing out on, I wouldn't even say I've been missing out. It's a lot going on this weekend in Kansas City. Like, it's picnics, it's parties, it's all this shit. It's crazy because it's the weekend and I really want to pick up some shifts and make some money for myself. And I understand that all that stuff is going to be there. And more importantly, it's going to be better things that I get rewarded with out of doing the things that I need to do now. So, I take that into consideration. Quick story time. When I was getting on the train to go to New York from Philly, I met this wonderful lady, and she was really just guiding me. I could tell that she was, somebody I needed to be speaking to, and thank you God for that. So yeah, we in the line, and I don't really know how to take the Amtrak at this point. So like, I'm asking people, I'm like, all right, is this the line? Is this the train to Boston? It was like, yeah, whatever. So the lady, she's helping me out. She's a black lady, older black lady. She told me she's a Howard alum. I told her I go to Hampton now. We chopping it up over that. She's telling me that like, she thought I'm gonna become really attractive one day. And even if I'm obviously attractive now, but she said that like, based off like my career and the things that I hold myself to do and the standard I hold myself at, she said that, that money is gonna bring a lot of attraction from women, and to just be safe and be, cautious of that. And yeah, bro, that's a big thing for me, man. I won't get trapped up in these ladies and lusting and all of that. Like, that shit's gonna ruin my fucking life. And I don't want that. And I don't expect that from myself either. So, I really want to, yeah. I had a quick flash. I had sex the other day. And, like, at this point I had been gooning. And I had nutted pretty quickly. I nutted like probably like, literally not even trying to be funny, like 2-3 minutes in. I can't go like that. I can't go like that. So nigga like me, I'm having raw sex too. So I nut, and I don't never nut in a girl. I never nut in a girl. I did nut in my ex, TMI a little bit. I nutted in my ex a few times, but she was on birth control, and I knew that, and that was my girlfriend for real. So I knew like shit was sanctioned. But I had pulled out, nutted, and like I just nut all on her, whatever. Pause. Not even pause. TMI, bro. But I had nutted on her and shit, and I get to just like wiping my dick off, put it back in. But even that is too far for me because it's like, gang, you never really know how much nut it takes to make a baby. But I know that like that ain't going on. I have that flash. And I'm like, what if she was pregnant? That would do too much drink and even be pregnant, gang. That baby would have been gone. But I'm just noticing I got to make smarter decisions for sure. Because I owe it to myself to not even have to worry about things like that. Because I do work hard and I do expect a lot from myself, and it'd be a damn shame I make a baby with some girl that I don't really want to talk to for real. So that just goes to say, Neem, be more cautious of who you putting your dick in and how you doing it as well. You know, use protected sex. I know raw sex is the shit, but you be nothing quick anyway, nigga. So you need to put that fucking condom on. You put that condom on, but yeah. So it makes my stomach turn a little bit because it's like, bro, I never had a scare and I don't really want to, and I never plan on having one. So yeah, but yeah, just being smarter, not lusting. Yeah, and I think that lust comes in many forms. My worst form that it beats me up at is the porn. The porn just makes me feel like less of a man, and it makes me feel like a fucking loser. Cause it's like, why am I releasing my life force, my energy, my power to another man getting his dick sucked? Like, woo, that's a bit, like, I said that a lot of sense. Sounds fucking weird, right? Like, and even if you're going through that, bro, it's like, it's some hard shit to shake. Especially, like, I be patient with myself because I was introduced to sex really young. Like, I was 13 when I lost my virginity, but prior to being 13, losing my virginity, I probably started beating my dick probably about a year before that, honestly, I'll say. I probably was really, really gooning, when I remember living in Lee Summit. How old was I? I had to be like 11, 12, gang. Because I lost my virginity at 13, and I was 13 in June. No. Did I know my dad? Facts, I knew my dad because little Maya was born. So yeah, I was 13 turning 14 when I lost my virginity, and I lost it in January. So I've been beating my dick before that. So, and of course, when you a little nigga, like, that shit's cool. Like, it's cool to beat your dick. It's cool to, from you try to fuck the most hoes in the school. I was a freshman in high school when I lost my virginity, which is not really that crazy, but it is a very young age to be introduced to something like sex. So I think that, like, now when I battle with my lust and I fight with my lust, like, I think that, you know, it doesn't necessarily, like, hold as much weight anymore, but it does, like, I do see that, like, how being so active young made me, like, turn me into a monster almost, bro. And I'm so glad that, and I'm so grateful, and I thank God that, you know, God continues to lead me out of that, you know, and make sure that I have conversations like this with myself, and make sure that I am acknowledging the things that I'm doing and being aware of the things that I'm doing, because I know that the things that you do have consequences. And yeah, I never want to be a nigga who let his actions, like, derail him. You know, like, I don't want to, like letting it be my fault is my biggest fear, you know. But I would never let it, like, that's the two things in my life. Like, that's how I know I'll make it. Because one thing, I would never let any other nigga in this world take away from what the fuck I got going on, or block my blessings, which is impossible. Can't nothing block my blessings anyway. But it's like I would never let another nigga stop my success or stop me from getting where I want to be. And two, I would hate for it to be my fucking fault that I didn't get somewhere. Even though everything's my fault. I mean, like, everything comes down to what you did and what you do, your decisions and your choices. But I would hate for my downfall to be my fucking own actions, of course. But it's like, I don't want to speak about the things that I don't want to happen, and I only want to speak about the things that, you know, I know are going to happen, and that is my success, and that is my thriving. That's all it is. And, you know, I just gotta thank God, man. And whatever God got planned for me is what it is. And, you know, yeah. So that's that about the whole. I be thinking about that baby shit crazy, because it's like, bro, that's the one thing I ain't never had to do no shit like that, and I don't want to. So it's like, man, I just gotta be smart. I gotta be cautious. I be thinking about, like, how recently I've had sex and who I've had sex with, and from, you know, like, who would probably get rid of the baby, and we're like, you know, shit like that matters. But I'm not scared, bro. You know, I'm not scared because I make the right decisions, and I'm always good in the end. So I think from this point on, you know, like, it's about making the right decisions. You know, not not studying my aviation, like for example, not getting into the aviation work so I can become a pilot and fuck hoes. Not that. Not getting into my aviation work because I want to, feel me, be more attractive to women. Not because of that, but more so because and that could be, don't get me wrong, that can be a good motive. Like, I don't want to take away from the motive that I want a beautiful wife one day. You know, I want women to be attracted to me, and that's not why I'm going to do my homework. I'm going to do my homework because I want better for myself, you know? So I think that, like, those other motives are okay to have, but they can't be your main purpose. That can't be your purpose can't be to come out here and fuck hoes. Like, that can't be what it is, you know? And for me, that's not what it is. So all that worry and shit, let me get it off, bro. Let me get that to God, man, for real. Man, this one Muslim girl told me at school that when you yawn, it's shaitan leaving the body, which is the devil in Islam. It's like referring to Satan. When you yawn, it's Satan leaving the body, and that's just something I always flash to when I yawn and be like, you know, damn, get this shit out of me for real. But it's good. I also made my final decision on, like, I was thinking about pledging this year, and I realized that shit is not for me, and it's not for everybody, so I don't knock anybody who does it, but that shit's just not for me, specifically at this point in my life. And I was thinking that, like, if it was really for me and it was something I really wanted to do, I would do it like grad chapter, or I would do it like when, you know, all the hype is gone, because I know a big motivation of mine is to be popping shit in college, like just be popping it and get all the money out of that shit, because I gotta, you know, I make my clothes and shit, so I feel like, you know, that'd be a good way to get that. And then I want to be a private pilot, so like flying around NFL players, NBA players, you know, the big names in the league, and a lot of them are Qs. A lot of them are, yeah, fuck that. A lot of them are Qs. I want to be a Q, for sure. I want to be Omega Psi Phi, but I be thinking, bro, like, it ain't really, I can't really think of my life in no limits, you know? I can't think that's the only way to get there, especially with everything that kind of comes with the pledge and stuff, you know? Since we're on that topic, you know, I don't really agree with all the stuff that comes with it, and I feel like it's not something I'd be willing to adopt into my life, you know, and let take over me, because that's what it does. It does become one's main, you mean, and it doesn't have to, but oftentimes it does become one's main identity. Like, you stop being you. You're now a Q, or you're now a Noob, or you're now, you know. So it's like I think about that, and I think that that's a big thing in college mostly, because once you're out of college, you're not, like, nobody's gonna refer to you as Neem the this, or so and so the AKA the Alpha, like none of that shit really, you know. And another thing I had to think about, like, those, like, for example, why are people walking around talking about they're Greek? You're not fucking Greek, bro. You're black, or you're a American. Like, you're not, even if you're not American, you're Jamaican, or you're this. You're not Greek, gang. I hear people say that. That is the most brainwashing white fucking shit I've ever heard in my life. The most, like, the oppressors want us doing shit like that. Yeah, I'm Greek, I'm this. You're not Greek, nigga. You're a part of an organization founded in Greek, low-key mythology, probably, honestly. Because I don't, it's like, this is fucking crazy. Now that I'm putting all this shit together, think about this. So I was talking to this girl, and I really like her. She is a really good girl. She is really, really, really cool. And we've had our on and offs. Like, we've been with each other and without each other, and it's really just been a talking stage. But yeah, so she calls herself to be so, like, Christian, so, like, I'm following this, I'm doing that. This is how Christian she is, supposedly. So she told me that she was practicing, when I first met her, she told me she was practicing celibacy. She meant to say she was practicing, or no, maybe it was abstinence. She confused one of them, though. And I was like, bro, you don't even know what the fuck you, like, that was my first flight. I'm like, bro, you're not even fucking serious. So when I started talking to her again, like literally a few days ago, I started talking to her again. And the same day, I'm having my night shift, my first day on the night shift, and we on the phone and shit, we talking, we chopping it up. And we get to talking about, like, religion and all of that. And that's just that's a topic for me I don't really like to visit, because something with Christians, something that they do is they sometimes, like, damn your religion. And she doesn't do that. I can't say that she, like, dismisses my religion and my faith and my beliefs, but something that she does do is she doesn't believe in what I believe, which is fine with me. Like, you don't have to believe in Allah, you don't have to believe in Islam, But something that I would never do, I never bash people's religion, you know? I feel like, I mean, honestly, she doesn't do that either, but when I say bash, I don't think that like, I don't believe that there's one true religion, so I don't think that like my faith is better than another person's faith, or my faith is a better way of doing the faith. You know, I always have very, very like good respect for it because I think that everything is faith-based. So back to the point. I'm talking to her and she calls herself to be so Christian, but I do know that like these Greek organizations and all of that stuff is like worshiping another, not a deity, but like another. It's like it's all fucking weird. And being on the outside looking in, it's like, oh yeah, you don't get it. But it's like, get what, nigga? Like, it's like, bro, and it's just kind of funny because she ended up kind of breaking things off with me. Well, I guess she didn't do it. I couldn't. Well, it doesn't matter. We end up not talking anymore because she's Christian and I'm Muslim, and she always says like, if this is something that she wants in her future, like she wants her kids to go to church, she wants her kids to celebrate Christmas and all of that. Me personally, like I said, I don't think of my religion or my way of faith to be better than anybody else's. So it's like my kids can go to church, my kids can celebrate Christmas and all of that. That's part of childhood, you know. And I think that growing up in a house that worships the Lord is an amazing thing for a child, especially in a household of, I don't know, I feel like even in a household of two different faiths, it can work because as long as like both are open to experiencing the faiths. And it's not about confusing the child, because I think that the child, as long as they are aware that there's only one God, it's like they're not going to get it anyway. They're not going to get it until they're of age and adopt their own understanding of their faith anyway. I don't believe in impressing a faith on anybody, or I wouldn't impress a faith on my kid either. Like I wouldn't do that. I would let them freely choose which faith, you know, resonates with them the most. Do you like going to the mass on Fridays? Do you like that community, or do you like going to church on Sundays and you like hearing the sermon? Like which resonates with you? And yeah, that's just kind of funny because the whole Greek thing is like really throwing that whole ideal off. You know, it's like but whatever. But yeah, that was that. So that was pledging. What else? What's updates, Neem? What's updates? What's updates? Niggas down there pooping. All right. What's updates, man? I don't know. Oh, the crib. The crib is gonna be so lit, bro. I'm gonna take care of the crib. I'm gonna have a nice room. I'll probably end this video and do some shopping, honestly, on Amazon and shit, on Pinterest, and just figure out what I really want in my room. Yeah. Main thing is I'm proud of you, Neem, for real. I'm working 2 jobs, nigga. I'm low-key tired now, but this shit just don't stop, man. Do I got work tomorrow morning? No, tomorrow's Sunday. So I get to chill, bro, and I work tomorrow night. Like, nigga, we good, bro. I can clock as many shifts here as I want to. I'm working for the World Cup right now, or for FIFA. I'm not working for FIFA. I'm working at FIFA. I'm working at the hotel, securing the Netherlands team. Top flight security, nigga. There ain't nobody coming up and down these bitches without my say so, nigga. And that's on, bro. But yeah, bro. I'm proud of you, Neem, and I'm gonna post this video right now. I'm gonna do that right now because I have a lot of videos on my phone that are just like this, but I never post them. But this one means something, bro. This is real documentation of my life. So I love you, Neem, and keep doing amazing things. Thank you, God, for everything. I gotta go grab my Quran in a little bit, but thank you, bro, for real. Thank you, Neem. Thank you, God. Thank you, God first, then thank you, Neem. Then thank you, God. Thank you, Naeem. Thank you, Neem. Thank you, Mom. No, thank you, God. Thank you, Mom. I'm playing. All right, thank you, God, for everything, bro. I love you niggas, for real. If you tapped into this and watched all 23 videos of me just ranting about my life, I love you too, bro. Have a great day, bro.